anything, anywhere you can fail, you will fail at some point. But it's what you do with the failure that matters the most. Hey everybody, David Uselton here. I put off wanting to make this video, but truth be told, I made this video multiple times now and I've deleted it because I needed to come on here and say that I failed. I failed the challenge, the challenge I did back in September. And to be quite honest, I just didn't want to face everybody out there because I didn't get to finish every day. And halfway through the challenge, all the videos that I made each day that I said I would put out there for y'all, they got wiped off my phone. And so with that being said, I would like to just apologize to everybody for not completing what I said I would. But with this whole journey, I have learned something. I have learned about failure and what failure is, really and truly, because failure is not always what you think it is. Failure is not always a bad thing. Failure is actually a good thing. Failure allows you to grow. Failure allows for you to see what you did wrong and then fix it for next time. So here's what I learned. And I've thought about this a lot because I never really understood this concept until recently. But I got to thinking about this, and this is what I came up with. Failure is not true failure unless you fail to understand the lesson that is given within the failure. So let me break that down. All right. So when you do something and you fail, you have two options. You can either let that be a failure in which you just fall to pieces, you don't learn from it, you just quit because it was hard, you didn't succeed. Why am I even doing this? I shouldn't have even tried. All these different things start rolling through your mind, and it's a lie. It's a lie. But here's the thing. You could take that same situation, that same quote unquote failure, and you can turn it on its head and you can turn it into something great. Because what you can do is you take the little things that made you fail and you can turn it and learn from it, so that the next time you don't do that same thing again and you will not fail. You see where I'm going with this? So with the shred and build challenge, there's a lot of things that I didn't understand that I failed at. But having gone through it all, I come to realize a lot of different aspects of doing a challenge, filming, doing a YouTube. This is all new stuff for me. I've never done this kind of thing before. And the editing part of this whole filming thing, I didn't understand the editing part of it. The editing part, it was my hardest part because I didn't realize how long it took to edit a video. I had to learn from the scratch how to do it, what platforms to use. I didn't know any of this stuff, but I had to figure it out. But then when I realized that once I finished the video, I had to edit it, realized how much time it took to edit the thing, that was something that I had to overcome. So then that pushed me back. That made me go back in time. So it was getting more and more time between videos getting put out because I couldn't keep up. And I'm trying to do everything every day and try to do a good job of explaining everything. And it just, the time wasn't there. I wasn't effective at it. And it was something completely new, so I had to teach myself. The challenge itself is a lot. And so, you know, I bit off more than I could chew at the time because, you know, training every single day and videoing all the training, that was a challenge within itself because of how much time it takes to set the camera up, do a move, go stop the camera, set it up again, do another move, all these different things that go into it. It just took so much time. So a workout that would normally take an hour but ended up taking close to 2 hours. So that was another type of scenario in which I had to figure out. So it just really made me think about it. Oh, another thing is doing all the stuff on my phone, trying to be, you know, very mobile with it. The storage factor built up on me. And so I couldn't keep all the stuff on my phone, all the files, all the videos on my phone to try to edit it and everything like that, and trying to get it off to another computer. It's just a lot. But then my phone broke and my stuff got wiped. Then I lost a lot of my content, like over half of it. Then I felt like a complete failure. And for that reason, that's why I have not been able to bring myself to do this video. Or I have multiple times and embraced it because I didn't want to face it. Something else that I come to realize is doing stuff like this puts you outside of your comfort zone. And when you operate outside of your comfort zone, the fear builds up because you don't know what you're gonna be. You're gonna be received, you're gonna be laughed at, or what the deal's gonna be, what the end result's gonna be on the other side of this camera here. What you guys and gals think about it. But what I've come to realize is the reason why I started doing this in the first place, and it's because I wanted to try to help someone out there that didn't know something. Or so like this failure thing. I never got taught that failure was a good thing. I never got taught that if you didn't learn from a failure, or the failures actually bring you lessons in life and how to learn. I never got taught that until I started reading business books and listening to business podcasts and athletic podcasts and marathon, you know, all these types of learning resources. Until I started doing that, that's when I started kind of putting all this together. But had I realized 20 years ago, which I'm about to turn 39 in 2 weeks, had I realized this 20 years ago, my businesses in the past would have been so much more rock solid. Because a lot of times when you're trying to figure it out by yourself and you've never done something, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And those mistakes, had you had a little guidance, or just the revelation of, hey, don't let this get you down, keep going, because you can learn from this and keep moving. Instead, I would take a failure and be like, I'm ruined, because who's going to want to work with someone who's failed? That was my mindset. That was the wrong one to have. So I had to remember why I started doing these videos. And it's not for me. It's for everyone out there that sees this. Hopefully I can bring some value to your life. Maybe I could resonate with you a little bit in some kind of way. Perhaps maybe this little tip about failure will help you going forward. And think about it. And don't just take my, don't just listen to what I have to say. Go seek this information out. Maybe, perhaps this is just a seed being planted in your mind that about failure that you can go and research and have a better understanding of. Maybe this makes perfect sense to you. But when I heard this piece of information, it's like a light bulb went off in my head. And now I have a different perspective on everything. This can be for anything, like with your kids, your wife, ladies, your husband, work, school, anything, anywhere you can fail, you will fail at some point. But it's what you do with the failure that matters the most. Just remember that failure is not true failure unless you fail to see the lesson that's given within the failure. I made that one up. It's a little mind bender, but it's good. Makes you think. Maybe you can break some barriers with that. So my idea is I'm going to serve y'all. I hope I can bring some value to you in your life. And I'm not here for this for me. This is for y'all. This is for everyone out there that sees this and receives this. God's given me the ability to have these experiences. I just want to pass it along. I want everyone out there to succeed. And if this little bit of information can help you get to the next level or provide value in your life, go with it, man. Take it, use it, bring forth fruit with it. It's awesome. So anyway, hope this brings you value. Do me a favor, if it does bring you some value, like it, subscribe to the channel, tell a friend, pass this thing out. I'm gonna start putting out more of this information and just see how this thing goes. Oh, a little preview. We got some triathlon training coming up because I'll be doing one this year. Already signed up for you. More information to come. Y'all want to get on that? Like, subscribe, let's do this thing. Till the next time, y'all be great.